So, ma'am, really enjoyed you in Ajib Dasta. You showed a
Thank you.
totally different color of your acting to us. And the best thing was there were fewer there was more of emotions and fewer dialogues. So, how challenging was it? Like you're so effortless otherwise, but then with this, it was a totally different role. So, how was it?
So every role for me is very challenging. Believe me, all the roles I have taken, every time I go to set is a challenge for me. And I mean it when I say that. I am terrified. I am scared that the director will say action and I will just stand there and I won't know what to do. So Natasha had the same fears. Um, and as far as her not being able to talk, in fact, I've always maintained that, if you can say something in two words, don't use four. And if you can say something without any words, don't even use two. Because we have the luxury of a camera that catches the smallest of nuances. So why do you need to spell everything out? So it was a complete treat. I mean, playing Natasha was completely down my alley. I just loved every bit of it.
Ma'am, how much time did you put in for learning that sign language and like the prep for the role?
Well, I could not give it as much time as would have liked, but I think I could give them like 15, 20 days where I did my classes every day for 2, 3 hours, or if not every day, at least every alternate day for 2, 3 hours. So, yeah,
Given a chance, would you want Natasha to have a different ending?
absolutely.
So, what would it be like?
She would not close the door on him. She would step out with him and close the door back.
Also,
She
how
would
did
have walked with him.
wow? Even I really hoped that would have happened when I watched it. Also, like you played such polarized roles. Delhi Crime was like so different. Natasha is so starkly different. How do you manage to slip from one character to another and take up such different characters?
Well, when a role or a character or a script, I read a script or a role or a character, if it hits me in my gut, and when I say hits me, it really punches me in my gut, I have to do it. Whether it's the right decision or wrong decision, I have to do it. And from then on, is this thing of who is she and how can I just become her? So it's not about Shifali doing a different role. It's about becoming Natasha and becoming Vartika and becoming Tara and stuff like that. How do I do it? I don't know. I mean, I don't have an instruction booklet for it, but I work a lot on the script. I work a lot on the character and the script. And then when you read scenes, automatically the character reacts to a scene rather than Shefali reacting to a scene, you know. But if I had to give you I mean, there is no format to what I do. I just do it because I don't know any other better way.
You've like entertained us in so many movies, and now on OTT also, you're like a blast for it. So, how much are you enjoying this new platform?
Loving it, loving it. I mean, the OTT platform has given a new lease of life to all creative people, not just actors, whether it's directors, writers, DOPs, costume designers, music composers, everyone. Also on OTT, content is king, you know, and it's not bound in the shackles of a hero and a heroine and a character actor and a villain. When you're doing something for OTT, and I've been very lucky to being a part of two incredible projects for Netflix, every character is a hero. The script, the content is prime, and the quality is international standards, because we are not just competing, or we don't have viewers only from our country. I mean, I remember when Delhi Crime dropped, it dropped in 190 countries at one go, and the same with Ajit Dasta. So it's incredible. It's incredible the kind of it's opened horizons for all of us.
Also, Delhi Crime got the big Emmy win. So, how did it boost you as an actor, as a creative person? How did it add to your process?
I was ecstatic. Obviously, all of us were. Unfortunately, we couldn't celebrate it together because of COVID, etc. But even before the Emmy, when I was doing Delhi Crime, for me and for all of us involved, we knew that we were creating something very, very, very special. Something like that happens once in a while. And we didn't know whether it was going to go for any festivals. We don't know which platform would take it or not take it. But when it was created and completed, I was blown. I'd never seen content like this. And when I started work on Delhi Crime, it's not the Emmy that changed my work as an actor. It's Delhi Crime that changed my work as an actor. It was a learning curve for me. I changed the way I approached a script. I changed the way I studied a script, read a script, the insight of it, all of it. So it's I'd say the project pushes you and pushes your boundaries to rediscover and rediscover. And for me, honestly, I mean, I'm so proud and I feel it's so well deserved that DC won the Emmy. But when I'm doing a project, I don't do it because I'm looking at a certain goal. For me, the journey is paramount. फिर उसका जो होगा देखा जाएगा. But the journey is what I love the most.
Also, OTT is big right now, of course, but are you at all missing the euphoria of films, the euphoria of theatrical releases?
Well, I love watching films. So I do miss going to a theater and eating popcorn and samosa and watching a film. As far as the release of a film is concerned, if you ask me as an actor, no, I do not miss it because I was not a star on the big screen. I'm being very real about it. And I love OTT. I mean, I can sit at home and I can watch what I want to watch. I can watch world cinema in whichever language. And I really do not miss it. And in fact, there are a lot of projects which are so special and so good, but they would get lost on a theatrical release. Unfortunately, the shelf life for a theatrical release is a Friday. The first Friday, it does not work. That's it. That's the end of your film. It's so sad. You don't even get a chance. So I don't miss it at all.
Nice. That's a different perspective altogether. Also, over the years, have you been more selective about the films that you're doing? Have you consciously made a decision of doing particular movies? Like in one of your interviews, you've said that you've been stereotyped into mother roles. So, have you been conscious about picking up movies?
I have been
Projects?
extremely, extremely selective. And I have said no to work which I did not feel I wanted to do at that point of time, no matter how great the project was. I have picked up work which could not have worked according to our industry norms, let's say like playing a mother. But I did it because I loved the role, I loved the film, I wanted to be a part of it. So all my decisions are heart driven, they're not brain driven. I don't have, I don't plan where will this take me. I really don't. If something touches me, I will do it, even if it's the worst decision in the world. But I will do it. So, and I've been extremely selective about my work, right from the word go. There were months, years, I just sat at home doing nothing. And at that point of time, it used to bother me. But as I grew older, I realized the kind of work I want to do will come rarely. So it's worth the wait. So yeah, I've always been very selective.
Also, you have gone behind the camera now. So, how much are you enjoying that role?
Well, I just did 2 short films and I loved it. I want to do a full length feature, but I know that the kind of work I put in requires a lot of time. So like Vipul says that if you start doing a full length feature, you'll vanish off this planet for a year and a half. So, so I'm not ready for it yet. Also, it'll need a lot of prep. I mean, that's the way I work. But it was so wonderful. And I've been wanting to direct for the longest time. I just wasn't sure I could take the responsibility of so many people, the trust and belief, hard work, and soul of so many people, the burden of it on my own shoulders. I really didn't think so. But being a short, it was far more in control. But it's also challenging as a director because you have very little time to tell your entire story. Um, so it's all of it put together, but I do want to direct. I totally love it. I love it. I love the journey of it.
Wow. So you're like totally enjoying this another role as well.
Yeah, I mean, enjoying the role is a continuation, but I just did it. I did 2 films. Definitely, I love it.
So I'll conclude with this question that you're also a part of Bollywood films like Dr. G, Upcoming, and Darling. So if you could shed some light on that as well.
They're very interesting scripts. Very, very, very interesting scripts. I'm very excited about it. And like I said again, I did not take it up because it was a decision that I should do a film which was a big film or meant for a theatrical release. I did it because the script and the role really appealed to me. And I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be great fun. I have to do it.
I just have one follow-up question: that what is the reaction of your kids to the kind of work that you do?
They've always felt for the longest time that I haven't done enough work. So finally they understand when I say it. I said, look, this has worked for me. Me being choosy has worked for me. You know, me, even if it's been at the risk of sitting at home doing nothing, it has worked for me. So, and now they can't say anything about it because they know that it has. It's a fact. And they're very proud of me. I mean, I know they're very proud of me.
Yes, and we're also very proud, ma'am. Like you really entertain us every time you're on the screen. So yeah,
Thank you.
Really enjoy your presence on the screen, and thank you for taking time for this interview.
Thank you. Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you so much.